The Aboitiz Football Cup reaches a major milestone this year as it turns 20 years old. The tournament is the longest-running football event in Cebu and has been the breeding ground of stars not only for the local leagues but also in the biggest tournaments of the country. It all started back in the 1990s with then Cebu Football Association President Mario Ugarte at the helm of the local FA. Ugarte tapped the Aboitiz Group to sponsor Cebu's annual tournament after previous sponsors ceased their support. What Ugarte did had paved the way for an event that would become the Premier League in the southern part of the country. The tournament continued when Jonathan Maximo took the reins of the CFA. Through the years, the tournament has grown bigger, with hundreds to over 1,000 players participating in the various age groups. Aside from the men's division, it also opened its doors to the other age categories, allowing more players to take part in a real league-type event and not just the festivals that would last only a day or two. While festivals are good for the promotion of the sport, the league is the true measure of the team and individual players' abilities. Different teams have emerged as champion of the various categories through the years, but there is one thing that has remained consistent. Winning the Aboitiz Football Cup title gives them more than just bragging rights, but also a sense of fulfillment, being the best of the best in this part of the country. If the past helps determine the present, the Aboitiz Cup is one example of a tournament where the good foundation that was laid during its beginnings is instrumental in making it what it is now. For this 20th edition, more than 150 teams will be seeing action in 15 categories. Aside from the age groups, there are also the inter-company and inter-BPO categories that not only highlights the popularity of football in this part of the world, but also the importance of Cebu as an economic hub of the South.
The Aboitiz Cup is Cebu's Premier League. Every year we try to do better than the last, and for the 20th edition, we have more than 150 teams participating in the 15 categories, from U7, U9 until the 45 above. We will use 4 fields. We have the Ateneo, the Springdale, the Don Bosco, and the Cebu Sports Center. And we'll have to play night games so we can finish the December as scheduled. This year is very exciting, especially on the men's open category. We have 3 new teams join the tournament. We have the Don Sackerdale, which is the Don Bosco alumni, the Ateneo alumni, and the Springdale alumni combined. Then we have the Southeastern University and the Cebu Amateur Football Club. On the club base, we have joining us the return of the comeback of the team, which is the former champion of the Aboitiz Cup, which is the Hiroshi team. And then we have the Crazy Horse. So good luck and thank you.
Aside from raising the bar of excellence for Cebu football, the Aboitiz Cup has also been the catapult that helped many players attain their dreams. Players have been given scholarships not only by schools in Cebu, but also in Manila, where many Cebuanos are now playing in the UAAP and the NCAA. In Cebu, the players of the various schools playing in the Cebu Schools Athletic Foundation Incorporated or CESAFI tournament are also part of the Aboitiz Cup. Like a seed being planted that has grown into a tree, the Aboitiz Cup has been nurtured not only by the participants, but also by the many supportive parents and fans who flock to the venues on game days and dote upon their children during practices. One of the most important components of the formula is the leadership of Ricky Dakay in the Cebu Football Association.
On behalf of the CFA, I would like to personally extend my gratitude for the wholehearted support of the Aboitiz Group to the development of the sport of football here in Cebu for the past 20 years. The success of various stakeholders in the sport, whether they may be players, referees, coaches, or providers, may be attributed in so many ways to the graciousness of our benefactors. We in the CFA will do our best and commit to ensure that this long-running tournament should be managed according to the FIFA laws of the game and the high standards and expectations set by the Aboitiz Group. And the best form of gratitude that the Cebu football community can show to the Aboitiz Group would be to demonstrate to the national and international football community that football players, coaches, and referees from Cebu are a cut above the rest. We know how to play well, and more importantly, we know how to play fair.
The Aboitiz Football Cup is more than just a tournament sponsored by one of the most prestigious companies based in Cebu. It is a community effort and one that proves that indeed the future is bright if we all work together.